What's up, y'all? It's your girl Neek. I am here back with another video. This time I'm starting a series called Money Mondays. I'm on my floor in my bedroom. The lighting is good right now, but it's subject to change because it's right now 6:47, so around 7 or 8ish it's gonna get a little dark here in Charlotte. But anyway, I'm here with a video to talk to you guys about budgeting. And if you see by the title, I'm gonna explain and give you all the tips and tricks on how I feed my family of 5 with $130. Yes, this is not clickbait. This is how it's done. I have receipts to prove and show you guys how we do this. As you guys know, me and the hubs recently bought a house, and we really had to get clear. In order to even accomplish that goal, we had to really educate ourselves on financial literacy and budgeting and planning, and really break a lot of the habits and trim the fat and fine-tune our financial skills. Okay, and one of the main things that has helped is these 5 tips that I'm going to give you on how to stick to a budget when you're grocery shopping for a large family. Now, this can work for you if you're a single person and you just want to save some money or whatever. Whoever you are, all of these 5 tips that I have really through trial and error have kind of, I won't say perfected because there's always room for growth, but I've really kind of gotten clear about it and it works for us. I'm gonna share them with you guys, and you know, like, comment, subscribe, give me tips that you guys have used to budget for your family. So, tip number 1. I can't stress this enough. This has absolutely changed my life, so much so. Get a planner. A planner. Okay, so there's a whole plethora of different types of planners on the market. I mean, you go to Target, you can see all types of like fancy planners or whatever. I found that there are an equal amount of planners, free planner inserts available online that you can print out, and you can customize your own planner in a binder that you know can get from like Family Dollar. Matter of fact, if you go now, which is around back to school time, you might be able to get one for the low, for real. So I found this particular planner inserts online. I'm gonna link the PDF download that I used, and this is literally what it looks like. So you have your days of the week here, you have the grocery list to those days of the week, and then you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this particular printout works so well for us. I literally sit the fam down. I ask them, you know, what you got a taste for. Everybody's really hands-on, and they all kind of like decide something that they want. Typically, Zoe and the kids want something fried. Quinn wants something Italian or Asian inspired, and I'm Mexican food all day. So I get to write all of those things down, and then I write down what I need to prepare those meals, especially for the kids that are at home with me, which is Nyla and Emma. Planning out what they're going to eat in the morning, what they're going to have for lunch, has really made my day go a lot easier. And when I go to the supermarket, instead of going like aisle by aisle, just picking up what I think I need, I know exactly what I need because I wrote down what I'm cooking and I wrote down what I need in order to cook those things. So I'm not doubling up and buying the same thing that I already either got, or you know what I'm trying to say. So that really helped. That was like a big, major key to this whole budget, sticking to the budget. Tip number 2, have a snack. Don't look at me like that. It makes sense when you think about it in theory. Like, have a snack. There are, if you ever know, like when you go out to eat and you've waited all day and you haven't eaten anything, and so you're really hungry, and then your girl hits you up and you're like, oh, let's go to a restaurant, and you go to the restaurant and you wind up getting an appetizer, a main meal, the other meal that you thought you wanted, a dessert. You wind up spending a lot more money just because you're leading with your appetite and not with your logical mind. The same thing works when you're going to the supermarket. Like, don't go food shopping on an empty stomach. Everything will look good. You'll start putting extra stuff in your cart. Next thing you know, you're getting a family-sized bag of Cheetos and you don't know why. Okay? Have a snack first. Even before you start planning out those meals, have a snack so that way your eyes are not bigger than your stomach. You're not leading with your appetite. And psychological studies show that you do tend to spend more money in food, you know, when you're going out to eat or food shopping when you're hungry. So have a snack. Tip number 3. Okay, and this one is going to be a hard pill to swallow, especially for my people who are all about convenience. Shop weekly instead of monthly. Okay, but all right, before you yell at me, the reason why you shop weekly instead of monthly, it has more to do with food consumption versus food waste than it is about buying in bulk. And I'm not opposed to buying in bulk. I got a BJ's card, Sam's card, all of those things. And yes, in theory, you've been told like, oh, buy for the month because it's cheaper and da 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 da. Okay. When you buy these perishable items and you convince yourself that this is gonna last the month, you wind up wasting a lot more food than your family can realistically consume within the time frame of these foods going bad. Even if you buy like a month's worth of chicken, okay? Unless you're using freezer bags to portion that stuff out and you know you're really good, you got a food saver type of appliance, freezer burn, mold, overall time is you're going to waste a lot more food than you could realistically consume. If that doesn't happen, then you're going to consume a lot more food than you typically would because it's there. I can't speak for everybody's family. I can't speak for everybody's kids or husband, but mine, if they see it, they consume it like the black hole in Lost, okay? I can buy 30 bags of chips, those individual in that big old variety pack. 2 days later, we're down to Frito-Lays, okay? We're down to just the Fritos, okay? And that just does not work all the time. It's much better to shop weekly because you're consuming the food, you're not wasting as much, and it's not packs and packs of things in your freezer, in your fridge to be left to go bad, okay? It just, I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds inconvenient, but unless it's a non-perishable item, please try to shop every week and then have a weekly budget for your food versus a monthly budget for your food, because you're most likely to exceed that, because you'll have to go back to the store multiple times. But anyway, let me hop off my soapbox. Tip number 4, which this is to piggyback off of tip number 3. Manage your food waste and your food consumption, okay? Manage those things. There's a day does not go by when I'm not asking myself, and I'll just speak for myself, not just for my kids or my boo, Neek, are you hungry or are you just bored? That is a really big question in terms of your food consumption. When I buy pasta, no, I don't really make the whole box of pasta. Now, if you buy a pound of penne pasta, right? You want to make a pan of egg ziti. Realistically, my family, we do not, once I make that big old pan, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to cook for like 2 days. I just want to eat this, and we're over it by the next day. So now I have a half a pan of ziti. That's wasted because I made too much, or I'm eating the whole package of Oreos versus having just 2 or 3. You really have to like get clear and study your family, study yourself. Like, what are your eating habits? How often do you consume something? If you are a meal planner and you make this chicken breast with rice and green beans for the whole week, by day 3, are you over it? Like, learn those habits, learn how you guys eat, and then govern yourself accordingly. So I found that for certain meals like pasta or meatloaf or anything that I know there'll be leftovers, realistically we can do 1 day leftovers. By day 2, 3, it's a no-go. So I've started portioning out things so that even if we completely finish the meal, that's better to me than having leftovers for days and days that go bad and it's sitting in the fridge and nobody's eating it. It's in that Tupperware bowl. It just does not work. So for us, I can't speak for everybody, but for us, it don't work. You try to tell yourself, well, I'm gonna take it to work for lunch tomorrow. Okay. It doesn't work. And you wind up spending more money or wasting, because wasted food that you have to throw out, that is wasted money. You could have really bought less or had more had you not done that. So it's a no-go for me. And tip number 5, which is the most inconvenient, go to multiple stores. Yes, I know. For me, it's not that inconvenient because the stores that I do like to shop and do grocery shopping, they are close by each other. So it works out for me. But if you're a person that, you know, maybe you want to go here and, well, let's say you want to go to Walmart or you want to go to Trader Joe's and you can't like go to multiple places, I completely understand that. I know it's inconvenient. However, there are different stores for different things and it saves us so much money by dividing and conquering. And remind you, I do all of this with no coupons, no deals. I'm just going to separate stores for separate things because certain stores are better for certain things. So like for my meats and like maybe fruits and vegetables, Aldi's is my go-to. I'll go there, I'll stock up, get as many meats as I want, as I need, and they're priced really, really good. Then for maybe my non-perishables like goldfish, because I'm a mom and our kids bleed goldfish, right? I'll get those from like BJ's and I'll buy them in a really big bag or in a box where they're individually packed, and that works because, you know, it's easy to grab and go and they don't really go bad, so it works out. And then Trader Joe's is my go-to for all things quick meal, condiments. I mean, they got $5 coconut oil, unrefined, like, come on. And really cheap wine too. So Trader Joe's will be my go-to for that. I mean, they have really good fruits and vegetables too, which are really good priced well and great quality. So I divide and conquer that way, and I come out either on budget or under budget every time. This is just how we do it. I know there's some inconvenient things in there or things that you're like, what, I gotta do that. But the goal for us is saving, building generational wealth, getting really financially literate to the point where we're living and we're making our money work for us. We're just able to live a better quality of life. I think it forces us to make really healthier decisions, and just the structure of it, I think, has been so helpful for us. And it's gotten us to what one of our major goals this year was purchasing a home. Like, we were able to save up a lot of money to be able to do that. And going into this new house, we're able to cut a lot of the habits that we have financially to where we could still have a quality of life, even though, you know, we made this big financial investment. At this point, I have footage of my grocery shop just to show you guys the receipt, show you what I was able to get. And even though in this particular clip I spent more than I wanted to, I was still under budget. Amazing, right? I know. You'll see me beat myself up about it too, because I get so excited when, like, I feel like I'm getting a deal. I don't know. It could be adrenaline. I don't know what it is, but I get really excited when I'm like, oh, we're on the budget. What? it just makes me really happy. So we're gonna go to that clip. See for yourself. Okay, so I just pulled up to Aldi's. I'm about to go in there and get majority of my meats off the grocery list, and then we'll go from there. I don't really get like snacks and stuff from Aldi's too much, you know. Their off-brand stuff is kind of like trial and error, but we're on a mission to save money, so let's go up in here and see what we can find. Okay,
it's our time. Mama say you don't go, mama will be fine. I'm about to take off, not in a hurry. You don't have to worry, I'm going to a better place. You didn't know how beautiful you are because it's all in your glow. And better enough, maybe it's all in your flow. So put yourself together, girl, don't need to get low, huh? You better know.
but Emma and Nyla love these. They love these. Get these. And I don't really
take off. Yeah, I feel I wanna take off. Take off. I feel I wanna take off. Mind over matter of it.
Now I love Aldi's for their meats. I'm gonna try to see if we can get us some good stuff like okay. 8, 6. That's a lot. That's about 2 pounds of the pork. Us. Pork tenderloin, I don't want that. I do like these country style ribs.
Yeah, to the masses. I feel we're gonna sink over morasses. Facilitation.
So as you can see in Aldi's, all of those things came up to $54.85. Now, let's be clear, there's still a few things that I have to get, so I'm gonna run over to Trader Joe's. I still have to get like some quick meal stuff, some like quick snack stuff that was on my list. Get cereal. Oh, I thought somebody was beeping the horn at me. I was about to go off. No, I'm playing. But yeah, I still have to get a couple more things, so I'm gonna go over to Trader Joe's. Across from Trader Joe's actually is BJ's, and I need to get the kids some like snack stuff. So hopefully she could still stay, you know, on budget. Right now I'm under budget. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be under budget, really. I got a lot of stuff though. Okay, actually I have opted to go to Food Lion. That's where I'm at now, so I'm gonna get my last minute stuff. Hopefully these people don't bother me, because this particular supermarket that I'm going to is in my neighborhood, and I don't want people to know that I'm recording, so just makes things awkward, but we're gonna work it out either way. Okay, so combined with Aldi's and Food Lion, this is all that I was able to get. Got some chicken breast, fish, pork. You guys kind of saw more fish, more pork, shrimp, boost shakes, which these are great like to grab and go for breakfast, juice, fruits, waffles. Yeah, that's what I was able to get in total. I feel like I did spend more than I wanted to, but I got a good amount of stuff, so that kind of makes me feel vindicated, but really I spent more than I wanted to today. So that lets me down. Yeah, I'm a little bummed about that, but either way, the food shopping is done now. Oh, and I got a case of water, but the food shopping is done. We should be good for, in fact, 2 weeks, maybe even a little over. And just gonna go from there. So I can check that off my weekly to-do list. And now on to the mountain of laundry that I have to do. It doesn't stop. It just does not stop. Oh well.